Patch 13.16 has just been released, and it brings a ton of new changes to the meta. If you want to know the 5 best comps to climb right now, let's break it down. Multicasters were dead the last few patches, but with buffs to the literally all 4 multicasters and Swain 3-star, who usually gets played in this comp due to his sorcerer and strategist traits, this comp is back as one of the premier reroll comps this patch. You just want to slow roll at level 6 for Swain, Talia, and Teemo, then go level 7 and keep rolling for Vel'Koz and Sona. If you hit Teemo 3, you can add 2 more Yordles for a Teemo 4-star. If you hit Vel'Koz, then add in 2 more Sorks for 4 sorcerers. This comp is super flexible, and any multicaster besides Sona can hard carry, so just play around whichever you hit and activate their traits for the best bonuses. Just remember, the main core of the comp is your 4 multicasters and Swain. From there, it's up to you to flex units. For items, they all work great with blue buff, Jeweled Gauntlet, and any extra power item like Giant Slayer and Guardbreaker to shred frontline. Now with buffs to Garen, Lux, and Sona, as well as buffs to 7 and 9 Demacia, Vertical Demacia is looking to finally be a playable comp. It was once broken in PvE phases, but got nerfed so bad it has never been playable on live servers. This comp is super simple. Just stack Demacia units and look to play dual carry with Garen and Lux. By level 8, you should fit in 7 Demacia with a Sorcerer, then at level 9, throw in Aatrox for 2 Juggernaut. There's 2 main ways to play this board. Either roll down at level 8 for your late game units, or if you high roll a ton of Garens early, slow roll at level 7 until you hit Garen 3, then push levels to get your legendaries. Your main carry will be Lux, and you should look to give her any 2 power items like Jeweled Gauntlet, Giant Slayer, or Guardbreaker. Her 3rd item will be a Radiant item, so don't worry about it. For Garen, his best items are QSS, Bloodthirster, and Ginsu's Rageblade. You can also let him hold a Radiant item, but he prefers to have all 3 of his main items, especially if he's 3-star. Any extra items can go to Ahri, and for your tank items, just simply put them on Jarvan. Now along with Vertical Demacia, we have Vertical Shurima. This comp is also never really taken off as the devs have hoped, so they've continuously buffed the traits and units in several patches. This time, Shurima 7 has been buffed, along with a slight increase to Azir's damage on his spell, which should add up to a ton of damage when you play this comp with Ginsu's Rageblade. To play this, it's really simple. Just play as many Shurima as you can and round out your comp with Lissandra, Sejuani for 2 Bruiser, 2 Invoker, and 2 Freljord. The resistance shred feels really good here. If you get a Shurima emblem, you can drop Cassiopeia for Ashe 2 to include 2 Deadeye and a 3rd Freljord. You want to roll down level 8 for Azir, Nasus, and Sejuani, then push levels to fit in the rest of your units. Azir's best item is Ginsu's Rageblade, plus any 2 power items. You can also slam Static Shiv on Azir, just keep in mind you don't want to play Freljord if you do that. Akshan will also be your backup carry here, and he should get as many power items as he can, like Infinity Edge, Deathblade, and Giant Slayer, so he can one-shot enemies with his spell. Now this next comp has been broken for some time now, and has been flying under the radar, and has just gotten even better with the additional buffs to Galio. This comp took me from Diamond 4 to Masters in just a couple days, so I always play it when it's available to me. To play 6 Invokers, it's really simple. You just want to stack as many Invokers as you can and fit in 3 Ionia units. If you have the chance to hit a lot of 3-stars, then slow roll at level 7 for Karma, Taric, Galio, Soraka, or whoever you're close to hitting. But if you're not, then just go for Karma and push levels ASAP. You really only need Karma 3 to compete for a top 2. If you happen to get an Invoker plus 1 augment, you can give the emblem to Ahri and skip Karma 3 to go for level 9 instead. For damage items, you just want 3 power items. Jeweled Gauntlet plus any 2 AP items like Giant Slayer, Guardbreaker work best, but as long as you have Jeweled Gauntlet slammed, everything should be fine. Now believe it or not, Soraka acts as a solid backup carry if you never hit Ahri, in which case, Yasuo should replace Ahri on the board you see here. Once the best comp in the game at one time, Aphelios has kind of vanished from the meta unless you were desperate or missed Zeri on your rolldown. Now he's back with all the damage buff he recently got this patch. This comp is super simple. You just want to play your 3 Freljord units with 4 Deadeye. Now that Urgot has been nerfed once again, you need to focus your secondary carry items to Akshan once Aphelios hits all of his. I personally always preferred Akshan because he's a great unit to snipe out the enemy backline. If you manage to 3-star Akshan, you can swap out Soraka and Lissandra for 2 Shurima units. Believe me, it makes a huge difference with the added attack speed. At level 9, add in any legendary. I like Aatrox for more of the added frontline. You won't need Heimer since Freljord shreds resistance, but he's also a great choice. For items, Aphelios needs Ginsu's Rageblade plus any 2 power items like Deathblade and Giant Slayer. And for Akshan, he wants 3 power items. This should guarantee that he one-shots backliners. Did this guide help? Drop a comment and tell me which comp you're most excited to play. Until next time, I'm Swagadelic.